guys, it's Sarah from the Dainty Pear, and welcome to my YouTube channel or IGTV, wherever you are watching this video. Here on my channel, we talk about anxiety, birth, unmedicated birth, parenthood, lifestyle stuff, cooking. It's a lot of different things, but welcome, and I'm so glad you're here. Today, specifically, we are talking about anxiety, and so I'm gonna hop right into it. I went to a parenting class a couple of weeks ago with my husband, and one thing that we learned is that, I mean, obviously this seems like common sense, but the cardinal rule in parenting, especially when your kids are upset or you're having a disagreement, is to stay calm. And there were a lot of reasons behind that. She used this hand motion where your child is going up like this and you stay right here. You're just staying calm. And she said they will escalate because they're children. Sometimes even adults escalate. But the reason you want to stay calm is that over time, when they realize that they're complaining or arguing or yelling or whatever they're doing isn't getting anywhere, once they realize that that's a dead end, that eventually the outburst might still happen, but the coming down from it and the becoming calm again from your child is going to become quicker over time. Then I had a groundbreaking moment when I was driving in the car, and I realized how similar this is to anxiety. There were just so many parallels. I loved connecting these two things together. So when you are having an anxiety attack, you can think about yourself being in the red zone, which is the same term that this darling teacher from the class used. When your child is in the red zone, freaking out, that's a red zone. And you don't try and communicate with them or teach them when they're in the red zone. You need to wait until they are calm. Think of having your anxiety attack, your panic attack, as being in the red zone. And in this way, we're going to kind of parent ourselves, because the cardinal rule here is to remain calm. And I've talked about this before in other videos. I do have a video about choosing a word that can help ground you and help bring you back down to that calm state. But one of the coolest parallels between the parenting thing and the anxiety is that over time, the more you do not react to your anxiety and give in to the panic, the more you can float through it. We've talked about floating before if you have been around for a while. Floating is basically just leaning into or accepting the anxiety and not trying to fight it or tense up and get away from it. It's just kind of acknowledging it and saying, okay, I'm feeling this way. It's kind of uncomfortable, but it's okay, it's gonna be okay. I'm just gonna lean into this. And it is so hard and so counterintuitive, but the more we do that, the more freedom you get from your anxiety. It's the craziest thing. So if we're getting into it with our children and we're fighting back and we take ourselves to the red zone and we're just not getting anywhere, it's the same thing with anxiety. We can give in to the anxiety, we can get super frustrated, we can get anxious. You might still feel the emotions. One thing that she also said in the class was that you might feel your blood boiling, and it's gonna be so hard to stay calm. So you staying calm doesn't mean that you're not feeling all the things inside, but you're not giving in, you're not engaging. Same thing with anxiety. You might be getting the racing heart, the lightheadedness, the worry, the intrusive thoughts coming over and over and over, the fear, the sense of doom, the sweating, the nauseousness, the whatever else comes when you are having an anxiety attack. And that's okay. You need to remind yourself that this is what happens when anxiety comes. This is just part of it. And instead of letting it take over and becoming even more heightened and taken to that red zone, that we acknowledge it, we take a breath, and we give in, and we just stay calm. That is the cardinal rule. So I hope that that made sense. It was so fun to be driving and thinking, and that just came to my mind how much it really related. So just to recap, when we have an anxiety attack, staying calm is going to be the hardest but most effective way to get through the anxiety attack. Sometimes I say this about childbirth too. The only way out is through. I had a nurse tell me that one time when I was having an unmedicated labor with one of my kids, and it just really stuck with me. The only way out is through. And through, a lot of times, looks like leaning into it, getting through it, but calmly. So hard to do, but it's going to be so much more effective. And the next time an anxiety attack comes, even if the symptoms still come, you're still having the anxiety attack, but you are able to remain just a little bit more calm, the quicker it's going to go away. Just like when you remain calm after a while of practicing this with your child, they realize it's a dead end and they are able to calm down a little bit quicker too. I hope that helps in parenting or in anxiety. I know it's kind of an abstract thought a little bit, but it's also kind of straightforward. So if that helps you, let me know. Let me know if there are any other ways that you help yourself with your anxiety. I'd love to hear about it. That's all for now. Remember to subscribe to my channel if you'd like to see more of my videos, and I will talk to you later.